So I was 12 when I started Air Cadets. My first night was very terrifying. I was immediately put right into class and they were reviewing stuff, so it was easy because since they were reviewing stuff, I was kind of picking up on it quickly. But I didn't like to talk or look around, or I just kind of sat there all quiet, and that basically was my first 2 years of cadets, was sitting there quiet in the corner. And then after my third year, I got to know everyone better, and I started to get more outgoing and more talkative. Now people say I talk too much. So yeah, it got better as years went on. My first year, I was scared that I wasn't really gonna get into it really quickly. I thought I was gonna have difficulties, but I ended up getting the Most Improved Cadet Award at the end of that first year, and I realized how quickly it was easy for me to pick up on it. So over those years, I kept learning and getting better and meeting new people, helping teach new recruits, and learning from the seniors to eventually get to where I was to become the chief and in charge of everybody. I've actually just been sworn into the military. I will start my basic training on the 14th of November. I leave on the 12th. It'll be in St. John, Quebec. So for, I believe it's till March 17th, we do my basic training. And after that, I will be sent off to my specialized training for my field, which I'm going in to become a military cook. So that training will be in base Borden. Cadets was a big thing, a big aspect of my life. At first, it was just something fun that I would get to do every night, get away from my siblings at home. But then it became something that I couldn't wait to get there. Every time there was a new cadet thing, whether it was a regular parade night or a drill team practice or tag day, just something fun like one of their spaghetti dinners, I always wanted to be there because cadets became my second family, and I always wanted to make sure I was there for them. I want to be able to do something that makes a huge difference.
She's definitely developed into a very positive young lady who is very strong. She can openly speak in front of anybody, which is something that I never would have imagined when she was 9, 10, 11. Before she joined the cadets, she would be more inclined to stand in the back of a room and let other people have their conversation and not necessarily contribute. Whereas now if she's got an opinion that needs to be shared, she's very free in sharing it and very confident in the way she delivers it. I'm look forward, like for her, I'm very confident that she's going to excel in the military, mainly because she thrives in an environment that is structured. She really adapts well. She follows the chain of command, likes the chain of command because it is something that she can understand, that the rules don't sway whether you're the male part of the Army or if you're a female. They're gonna, make sure that you do your part, and as well they feel that every contribution to the military is needed. The culinary side that she's gone into might not necessarily sound flashy, but the heart of any good military is making sure that those people are fed and in good shape and that they're healthy, and so you have to make sure that that part is being taken care of just as much as you do any other part. I think that she sets a great example for young women or even young men. Quite honestly, she shows what being dedicated to something and putting a lot of hard work into something can get you. She went from being a junior Air Cadet person and got awards every year she was in the cadets. She made herself, like, she went all the way to the top. As far as she could go within the Air Cadet organization, she was in charge of everyone. And looking back on the night that she had an age-out dinner, you could see that everybody respected her. And it had nothing to do with whether she was a man or a woman. They respected her because she was dedicated and a true professional.
So on Remembrance Day, the night before, on the 10th, all the cadets will go to the Legion. We will bring our full uniforms and some overnight clothing, And throughout the night, 2 cadets will go out every half hour to guard the Senate half. We make up shifts, and there's always a senior with a junior. The senior will call out the commands to carry the rifle and marching around up to the Senate half, and the junior would essentially just be following these orders and learning as they go. And a lot of the times, the seniors will do it with the junior, and then later on the night, that junior will get a chance to lead another junior. Throughout most years, I would do Senate half. This year, since I've aged out, I will be there to help supervise cadets, and when they come in from their shift, make sure they're warm, get them some hot chocolate or something before they get to go to bed. But we do them all night, and then the morning of Remembrance Day, there'll be 4 cadets, usually 2 seniors, 2 juniors, that did very well and are very good at their rifle drill to guard the Senate half during the ceremony.
Remembrance Day has always been something that I have definitely appreciated. My grandparents were, like my grandfather was in the military. Both grandfathers were. The one I didn't know that well because he passed when I was quite young. But the one that I got to know a lot of, he made me very proud of the military, and watching Victoria contribute to that and guard the cenotaph literally would practically bring tears to my eyes just watching her, watching the rest of them march out there. I was so proud of her as well as all of them.
Well, in a general description, poppies are to represent Remembrance Day and all those that we lost and all those that have come back, all those that fought. This poppy in particular, I've had since my very first Air Cadet year. And every year I've always worn this poppy. I never use a different one. So I plan to take this poppy with me to move on for the military, and it's getting pretty old. But as long as the poppy is still intact, I will continue to wear it.